Ron, you know, I don't even know if we covered the biggest story of the day. Do you know what the biggest story of the day is? It Artemis 2? Is it power plant and bridge day with the Trump? Is it the Mom Donnie? No. What is the story of the day, Ron? You got it right there in front of you.
I think the biggest story of the day is...
Here we go.
The guy who got you fired is now being sued. That may be the biggest story of the day. The guy who got you fired is now being sued by their personal assistant, right. Particularly Beth Stern, who turns out to be a fucking wacko, fucking psycho, fucking mommy dearest. Jesus Christ.
Well, look, man.
What a fucking, what a good luck. I don't, you know who she reminds me of?
Yeah.
Fucking Alec Baldwin's fucking wife. You ever see that interview? Alex, it's my turn now.
Oh, God, of course.
Shut up.
Of course.
I'm talking now, Alex.
These powerful men, they need a tough woman at home. They need a tough woman. I'll be honest with you, and this is going to piss off a few people, and there's exceptions to my rules, obviously. But I think if you're a woman and you don't want to have kids, you should be very suspicious of that. Some women can't have kids. I get it. And that sucks because they wanted to have kids and they didn't want to go down the adoption road. I get it. But if you're kind of like, in your 40s now and you don't want to have kids, she might even be 50. I don't know. That's weird. And then you don't want kids, but you want 900 cats in your house? It's 900, right, Ron?
By the way, I mean,
and by the way,
you got to be careful there.
Hold on, Ron. Before you go off on your rant, I want to actually thank you for getting that info out there that Howard Stern did get me fired, and he also got me blackballed because he couldn't handle me and my nonsense at SiriusXM. It's a fact, Jack. It's a fact, Jack. When I snuck into his area at SiriusXM, he basically put the hammer down. Get rid of him, and those stupid fucking people at SiriusXM listen to Howard Stern because he was the bigger show, obviously. But thank you for acknowledging that, Ron. Thank you.
He couldn't handle you, but he can handle a crazy cat lady.
So there's
who would make a great couple?
Wow.
Beth Stern and Curtis Siwa.
Sliwa, because he likes his cats too. I get it, right?
That would be disgusting.
So the story goes, Howard, wow, I didn't even know this. Oh my God. Howard's got he's got a house with people coming and going all day long. There's a huge staff. And this woman was supposed to be like Beth Stern's assistant, I think. And she got the job where she gets to live in that huge house on the ocean. And I think it's Southampton out there.
Southampton.
I kind of know that area. And she was let go because they were downsizing. A guy that's pushing being a billionaire is downsizing. That's weird. I think Howard's at least 75 years old and he's downsizing as he's close to a billionaire. That's weird in its own right. I think this woman was a lot to handle. I'll be fair. I think she was a lot to handle. And the Sterns were like, we got to get rid of her. And now she ran. She's got a lawsuit. And she's like, I want out of my fake NDA. She says the NDA thing is fake because I want to talk about what I saw out there in Southampton with the 900 cats they're raising. Oh, my God. What do you got on it? Do you have any more juicy details? Because I can't find them yet, Ron.
So first of all, she says the non-disclosure agreement was fabricated. They said they just typed it up and typed her name on it.
Yeah.
But the real issue is she was subject to extreme hostility and conditions.
Yeah.
Trying to manage the Southampton house.
Yeah.
But the kicker was, it was Beth's extensive feline operations. That's how they termed it. Beth would go on these fucking safari missions to gather feral cats and rescue cats. So that was that became a main part of her job is like fuck like Stephen Irwin's assistant or something. What do you think of that? You ever meet? I'm sure you met Beth.
No, I did meet Beth on Columbus Avenue when my son was very young, and I was in the same store as her, and she commented on my son at the time. She was very, very nice. I don't think she knew who I was, to be honest with you. But it sounds like that Southampton mansion of his on the ocean is just filled with cats. Oh my God, can you imagine? I don't care how big the place is. You got to think there's a lot of cats wandering around that joint.
They use the phrase Beth's extensive feline operations. This sounds like this is happening weekly. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I knew someone that was obsessed with rescues without getting into details. Someone from my past, one of their family members was obsessed with rescues. They're fucking crazy people.
Yeah.
They're fucking crazy. I meet the people all the time when I'm walking doggy. You know, everyone has a rescue dog. If you don't have a rescue dog, they look at you and they're like, ugh, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, look, I'm allergic. I couldn't find a rescue dog that wouldn't give me, asthma. I had to get a hypo. But with that said, so people do rescue all the time, but it's like a dog, maybe two dogs. All right, let's grab a cat while we're at it. Those rescue people are fine. It's the ones that get obsessive and they're bringing a shit ton of these rescues into their home. They're fucking crazy. I know they're trying to do right in the animal world. I get that, but I think someone like, look, I don't know. You got to say I don't know, but if you're pushing 900 cats coming through your giant, beautiful mansion, I think that's mental illness. The cat guy, Howard Stern, this tough shock jock he's in hell, dude. There's no way he wants 900 cats coming through his beautiful mansion out there.
Okay, the reason I bring up Curtis Siwa, who he ran for mayor.
Yeah.
He and his girlfriend, they have like a very small 1-bedroom apartment.
Right.
And they have between 30 and 40 rescue cats in it. And apparently the smell is overwhelming.
Dude.
But I'm serious. Like, how can you be normal?
There was a time I had 2 cats, even though I was highly allergic to them. And the smell, even if you keep it decently clean, there's always one room where you're like, oh my God. Right. And that's what's scooping poop out all day long. Imagine 900 in your mansion. So this woman, I was going to say, this woman has a lot to say, but she can't say shit because of this weird NDA she signed. But she wants the world to know what she saw in the Stern house.
And Howard, he's not saying it like, honey, I'm going for a cat run. It's like I'm going for a coffee run.
Look, I don't know the Sterns. But I say this. Howard Stern is a very ugly man. He's lucky he got so famous that people don't notice how ugly he is anymore. It happens. Think Rick Ocasek. There's a ton of guys that are
Geddy Lee.
Huh?
Geddy Lee.
There are guys that are so ugly, but they get so famous you don't notice they're ugly anymore.
Mick Jagger.
But the ugliness doesn't go away inside your head, right? So you're an ugly guy, and you got this hot piece of ass. Beth Stern is a hot piece of ass. She wants you, but you're an ugly guy inside your brain. So when you look at the Beth Stern, you go, she's a hot piece of ass, but she comes with some baggage. She's going to collect a lot of cats. You're going to fucking deal with that shit because you're still ugly in here. I should be a psychologist, bitch. Yeah. So she collects pussy and he wants her pussy. Get it? Yeah, I get it. I hope that this woman that's suing, she's only suing for like, I think $265,000, but I hope
a lot of money.
I hope she's allowed to talk because man, that will be very interesting.
Well, she may be able to talk because she says the NDA is fabricated.
Right.
She says the NDA was typed up by then, and then they said her name was typed in. She never signed anything.
Right. All
Dude,
right.
I want the details on the cat.
Of course, man. 900 cats. I'm sure there's not 900 cats in there at one time, but if she said the number was 900 cats they rescued or something like that, that's gotta mean there's at any given time there's got to be close to 100 cats in that fucking place.
There has
to be.
They have a Southampton mansion. There is absolutely one part of that. There's a room that's dedicated to the fucking feral cats. And she probably spends a lot of time in there just covered in fucking dirty fur.
She comes out of there.
Probably smells.
She comes out of there with wild hair and cat hair all over her.
Fucking with pungent urine smell.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The reason the woman quit is because Beth kept cleaning up the fucking 72 litter boxes.
No, what came out? Well, that's funny. Sorry, I should have went with that. No, the lawsuit is stating that Beth Stern was a nightmare to work for because she gave her a lot to do. A lot.
She was a fucking tyrant.
A tyrant. Right. Well, hopefully we'll get more on that in the coming days. My God.